It's so interesting when people feel like they are who they are and there's no change in that. They feel like there's no way out. They feel like, well, this is my life. I wish I could change it. When you talk to somebody else and you tell your friend, you're a relative of yours, and you're like, I want to do more. This is what I want to do. I had this idea, and I feel like if I, get this idea, then my life will change. And they're going to look at you more than likely, and they're going to tell you that will never happen. And so, in some words, words are fashion. They're going to say something along those lines because they're not used to that. They don't see anybody like that. They don't believe that is true because it hasn't happened before. They haven't seen their family do it. They haven't seen their friends do it. They haven't done it themselves. So they're going to discourage you from doing it. And it may not come from a way of them being evil or they may just very well care for your feelings and your emotions and don't want you to get hurt or whatever. They don't want you to fail, right? Whatever that case may be, you can't go to other people and try to tell them and explain to them what's in your heart. You can't try to tell them and explain to them your desires for your life. You cannot do that and expect for them to just jump on board and just hop on and enjoy the ride with you, because a lot of people don't do that. And if you have people like that, you need to be blessed and take heed to those people and make sure that you are there for them as much as they are there for you, because most people are not like that. And let me tell you why. You cannot go to people because a lot of times what's inside of you is for you. It may have taken something for you to even get to the point of having a goal bigger than what you currently have, or a dream bigger than what the life is that you currently have. It may have taken you some time to get there. You may have heard something. It was a certain time in that day that you were spoken to, and it touched you in a way that it didn't touch other people. A lot of times we get these goals and things of that nature and they come in spurts. It's like, oh man, I feel like I can do this and I can do that. And a lot of times when you just let those things go, it really goes away. So what we do for the most part on a daily basis, we consume content, right? Whether that's the music that we're listening to the same songs, we're getting the same emotions on a daily basis. We're listening to the same kind of music on a daily basis, the same artist on a daily basis, the same type of music every single day. And we're getting the same emotions because music is going to evoke something within you. That's what music is for. And you sit there and you consume this music, and the message behind that, most people don't even think about the message behind the song. Like, why was this song created? What was the intent behind this song? Because most of us are listening. If you listen to the radio, I don't listen to the radio, but if you listen to the radio, there's only maybe 25 songs that are being played. If that, it's probably 10. I don't know. There's like a top number of songs that are played and they're pushed on the radio. There's an agenda behind it. Every single station you go to, you're hearing the same songs over and over again. And so if you are consuming that on a daily basis, that's one of the reasons why you're stuck. It's one of the reasons why you're stuck, because you're not even opening up your mind to be able to expand into learning something different, hearing something different. What you consume on a daily basis is what you're going to produce on a daily basis. So if you don't like the way that you have the things that you've produced, then you need to change the things that you're consuming. So if you're listening to the same music, more than likely you're watching the same TV shows, the same movies, you're following the same type of people on social media and consuming the same things on social media. You're watching the news, the conversations that you have with people. More than likely, the people around you that are closest to you are consuming the same music, the same TV shows, the same movies, the same news, the same social media. And then you're you get to a point where you're just like, everybody is the same. Everybody thinks the same. Everybody does this and everybody. But quite frankly, that's just in your world because those are the people that you've connected to. Now, if the people around you feel as though, oh, I can't become successful because, I don't have the resources to, or because they haven't given me the opportunity to, or because they don't want me to, or people keep taking, or, and everything is an external excuse as opposed to an internal reason as to why they don't have either the courage or they haven't created the resources for themselves. They haven't created the opportunities for themselves. They don't look inward because it's much easier to point outward and blame someone else, blame something else that's holding them back. Because if they look within, then they have to face the things that are wrong within themselves, or the things that are not desired within themselves. Most people don't want to look at their faults. They want to think that they're right. They want to feel like I'm right in everything that I do. I'm right in what I'm thinking. I'm right in what I'm saying. And a lot of people, even when they realize that they're wrong, they still try to make an excuse as to why they feel like they're right still. So you have to look at that. You have to understand that if you have people around you that have victim mentalities, or people who have settled with their lives, or people who feel as though other people are to blame and they're still waiting for someone to save them, and you try to go to them about a goal or a dream, you can expect for them to give you anything different than what they're giving themselves. They're giving themselves excuses. So they're going to give you an excuse as to why you shouldn't or cannot do it. So you have to look within yourself. If you know for a fact that there is something inside of you, you have a feeling that you should be doing more, that you have the ability to do more, I'm here to tell you that you can do more. You can, and you should. You must actually. Like this isn't something that, don't let this feeling just go away. Take that feeling and run with it. If you have to run alone because you are not able to look to your left and look to your right and look in front of you and look behind you and find somebody who's going to jump on that boat and go with you, I want you to get on that boat and go by yourself. You can go whether or not your best friend is with you, your best cousin is with you, your mother is with you, your father is with you, whoever you thought that you needed. I want to let you know that whatever things that you feel like you need is already within you already. So just go after that goal and go after that dream. And sometimes you're going to have to do things that's uncomfortable, like leaving the people that you grew up with, like leaving the people that you talk to on a daily basis, like changing the things that you listen to on a daily basis, change the things that you're watching, start picking up a book or listening to audiobooks, start listening to personal development tapes, start doing things that you have not done. Because the things that you consume, it's going to determine what you produce. So if you do not like the life that you have produced, because you have produced it, you've created your life the way that it is currently. So if you do not like the life that you have produced, you have to change the things that you are consuming, and you can do it. You can do it, and continue to remind yourself, yes, I can. I am successful. I am determined. I am deserving of a better life. I can do this. I am going to do this. I must do this. And I encourage you right now, today, to go ahead and chase those dreams. Chase them with everything within you. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to have any regrets looking back 20, 30 years from now, 40 years from now. Oh man, I wish I would have. I had this idea, it would have been great. What if I only. You don't want to have those regrets. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to have those regrets. You want to be able to look back and say, at least I tried. I put everything on the line and I did what I had to do on a daily basis to live the life that I'm living right now. And I understand. I'm glad that I understood that I create my life. I make my choices, and my choices are going to determine what kind of life I'm going to live tomorrow. The choices that I make today are going to determine how I live in the next year. So I want to encourage you to just look within yourself, figure out what you want with your life. Turn off social media, turn off that radio, turn off the news, stop scrolling on social media. Take time for yourself, sit back, take 45 minutes, think to yourself, what do I want in my life? What do I want for me? What kind of life do I desire for myself? What do I want to do? What habits do I want to create? What do I need to do in order to reach those goals? Why is it important for me to reach those goals? How is my life going to change? How am I going to feel once I reach those goals? Understand that at the end of the day, you control your destiny. You control your life. You control your mind. You control your thoughts. A lot of us, we just allow other people and other things to take control of our minds. And once something and someone controls our minds, they control our life. But once you realize that, wait a minute, I control my life. I control my mind. Once you realize that and understand that and stand 10 toes down for that, you'll be able to take that power back and say, you know what, I'm done allowing you to use my mind. I'm done allowing you to use me for whatever your selfish reasons are. I'm done with that. I take my life back. I take my mind back. And I'm not allowing anything or anyone to control me anymore. And that goes with anything. That goes in relationships. That goes in your career. That goes in sex. That goes in the things that you do that you don't even feel like you should be doing, but you do it anyway because it's become comfortable for you to do. But then you start to feel like, wait a minute, this actually doesn't feel good to me anymore. And you can change your mind at any time. If you did it yesterday, doesn't mean you have to do it today. I'm just saying, I don't know who this is for, but I'm just going to say this at the end of the day. If you do not like the life that you have produced, change what it is that you're consuming.